I've never actually told a story time before, so wish me luck.
I told him if you don't want me to keep feeling this pain, don't say his name, don't say his name.
Hey guys, so today I'm going to be telling you guys a story time video. I've never actually told a story time, and I've always wanted to tell them, but I never actually had any stories to tell. But now I actually have something that I want to tell you guys. The video actually might not go up because the story might not even come out right when I'm trying to say it, but if it's up, that means I managed to get the message across, so that's a good thing. Recently, I wasn't posting consistently because it was my birthday on the 5th of April, so I was kind of busy with that, and then I traveled to ICEA in Uganda, which is why I'm filming this video. And yeah, it's just been really busy, but now hopefully I'll get into the scoop of things. But if I don't, you will know why by the end of the story. Before we get started with this video, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below any videos you want to see in the future. If you want more story times, let me know what topics you want, because I do have a few stories that I want to tell, but I just don't know if you guys would be interested. So if there's anything you want to know about me, let me know and I can make story times about those. Anyways, without any further ado, let's get started with the video. Okay, so this story was basically a series of unfortunate events. They're mainly just like two unfortunate events, but one was like really bad and the other one was like meh, but I also kind of just felt like really bad about it. Okay, so last week Tuesday, I left with my school's soccer team to go to Uganda to compete in ICEA. So if you don't know what ICEA is International Schools of Southern and Eastern Africa, and we basically have like sports or like conventions and stuff. So I went for ICEA football, but then I also go to ICEA volleyball, sometimes ICEA drama. So yeah, that's what ICEA is. So we're going for ICEA football, and this is my second ICEA football. Yeah, I've said football way too many times. Basically what happened was that we flew from Harare at like 3 o'clock, and we had to fly from Harare to Ethiopia and then from Ethiopia to Uganda. And then when we stay in Uganda, we're supposed to spend the night at a lodge. Keep in mind that this lodge was recommended by the other international schools that have stayed there. They said this was a good lodge. It was very good. It was $8 a night, and they said it was worth the $8. So keep that in mind. And then from there, we would drive to the school in Kampala of Uganda, and then we would go to our host families. When we arrive in Ethiopia, if you've been to the Ethiopian airport, you do know that airport is not the best airport ever. It is actually it's very stuffy, it's humid, there's no air conditioning. So many people fly through Ethiopia to go out of Africa or to come into Africa. Like, it's a very busy airport, but it's so small. The experience in that airport was just not great, but the story only begins when we get to Uganda. So we arrive in Uganda at like 12. Yeah, we arrive at Uganda at 12 a.m. that side, and it was like 11 a.m. this side. When we get out of the airport, we just see like a bunch of like people, and it just looks really sketchy, and it looks like anyone would just come up to you and just like take your stuff and run away. The person that owns the lodge that we're supposed to stay at comes to pick us up, and then he's like, okay, follow me, and then we'll go get transport to go to the lodge, because the lodge was less than 10 minutes away from the airport. We get there, and then we're like standing for a solid 20 minutes, and it just looks sketchy. There are people walking around, it kind of smells outside, and it's just a very uncomfortable atmosphere. And then 5 cars pull up, and I promise you, these guys that were driving the cars were either drunk or high or mentally incapable of thinking, because you could just see it. Everyone was just like, what the actual heck? Even our coaches were like, oh my gosh. And they're like, okay, everybody divide into the cars and we can all go to the lodge. And then our coaches were like, no, we're not going in the car with you. No, we're not doing that, because first of all, that's unsafe, because you don't know these people, and what if one of the car drivers either gets into an accident or they decide to kidnap the people that were in there? So that wasn't safe. And then also, they just looked really sketchy, and we were just not about that. So we walked back into the airport, and then after a while, our coach was like, okay, let's have some people go into a car, get to the lodge and see what it's like. If they get kidnapped, it's their fault, whatever. But let's just go and check it out, and then if it's okay, we'll bring everyone back. If it's not, we'll come back and we'll call the school that's hosting the ICEA to bring a bus and drive us straight to the school. People went there, and then long story short, they said that it's safe, so then we go into the other cars, and then we arrive at the place, and as soon as we get to the lodge, I was already disappointed. You walk into like the lobby area, and then you walk in and like everything is just like messed up. Like the couches are really dirty, the chairs are dirty, some of the chairs were broken, the walls are really dusty, and it's like it wasn't even a lodge. It was more of like a, I don't know what it was, but it's like some people slept outside in tents. It was like a backpacker's place. So yeah, we arrived there and they're like, okay, these are your keys, go to your rooms, and then you can come back for pizza. So there's like 4 rooms, 2 for the boys and 2 for the girls. So I stay in the room where the majority of the girls team stayed in, and when we went in there, the room was just like, it was hot. So Uganda is just hot and humid, and the only seasons that they have there is like dry and wet. So then we get into the room and it's just so gross, and then we go into the bathroom and like there is no ceiling. Like there's a complete hole right above the sink. Like you just look out, and it was like so bad, and everyone felt so uncomfortable. But then we just got dressed, and then we went to go get pizza. We go and eat the pizza. You take a bite out of the pizza, and immediately you taste that the insides are completely raw. The dough was not cooked properly. So already our trip was at a terrible start. So we just decided to go to sleep. Of course, my room, everyone was laughing because everyone was so uncomfortable. My friend Jordan gets locked in the bathroom. And also Tandeka, she finds a used Band-Aid on her bed, so she had to move. And then one of the windows looked like there was a demon looking into the room, so everyone was already uncomfortable. So you can already see how that night probably wasn't the best night. We arrive at the school, and we meet 2 of our ambassadors. They just show us around the school, and then we leave and go to our host's house, and we were staying with these 2 twins. They were not 2 twins, we were staying with twins, and there were 2 girls. And they were 9 years old. They were really, really cute and nice. Their house was amazing. Next morning was the first day of ICEA. ICEA is just like the hype. People either go to ICEA to play the sport, or some people go to ICEA to go hook up with people. I went to ICEA to play the sport, and that's what I usually go for. A lot of people don't think I go to ICEA for that reason, but that's the only reason that I pretty much go to ICEA. So the day was going pretty well. It was opening ceremony. It was so nice, and we just like Snapchatted everything, and we're just taking pictures. We tried to live stream the boys' first game. They were opening game. We tried to live stream their game because they didn't offer live streams at the school and people wanted to see, so I was going to live stream them on my Instagram and then post and save it in like a highlight so everyone can watch it. And we tried to live stream it, and the Wi-Fi wasn't working so well, so we were like, oh, okay, let me just put my phone away, and I put it in the pocket of my bag. And then we go and play our first game. And then we end up chilling with the team, both boys and girls. We're watching a game, and I noticed there's this random man nobody knows, who's sitting near our team, and I didn't think anything of it. I was like, maybe it's somebody's coach, somebody's parent trying to watch a game with us. But then this other guy on our team said he noticed that whenever we would move, so like we're sitting here and then we would move over here, he would move with us. So then we realized, okay, he's following us. It's fine, we're safe, we're in a school, blah, 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 blah. I had my bag with all of my stuff in it, including my phone, and I put it next to my friend Jordan, who I didn't know was sleeping because she was wearing sunglasses. I put it next to her, and then I go and I have a talk with some guys on the boys team on how to play like mid, because I've never played midfield before and I was just trying to get some tips, you know. So I did that for like, I think 10 minutes, and I go back to Jordan. Jordan was still in the same spot, and everything looked completely normal. We go play our next game. After that game, I get changed, I put on a tank top, and then I go ahead and watch our boys' last game and just watch any of the games around, and yeah, talk to people and stuff, because I was pretty much done for the day. Whilst we were watching one of the games, then we were sitting on a table, and everyone put their bags together behind us, and we were watching another game. And then I decided to go and get my phone, because I decided to message my parents to check how they were. I go and look in the pocket of my bag where my phone was, and it's not there. And first I was kind of just like, okay, it's in the big pocket of your bag, because I always lose my phone in my bag because I put it in the wrong pocket. I looked everywhere, every single pocket. I had somebody else look in the pockets for me, and my phone was gone. And we have no idea when it was taken. It was either taken when it was behind us, it was either taken when I left my bag next to Jordan by the man that was sitting next to us, and nobody knew what happened. We looked everywhere. I retraced all of my steps, and we had the athletic director announce it to everyone, and some people helped look for it and they couldn't find it. The security did a search around the entire school, and I guess the person that took my phone already left before they were searching people and stuff. So my iPhone X is gone, and now I have to use my mom's phone on like Snapchat and Instagram, and then I use my dad's old BlackBerry phone to do WhatsApp messages until I get a new phone, which will probably be in like June. So yeah, that's the first unfortunate event. The second story is the day we were leaving. This one's kind of stupid. It was all stupid on my part. So after the closing ceremony, I decided to put the bag that had like that I carried my phone and stuff with. In that bag, I just had like scissors, sunscreen, lotion, water, and all of these things that are just like liquids that are like large quantities, and these sharp scissors like that you can literally kill somebody with. I put those in my carry-on bag without even thinking that I was about to go on a plane. We get to the airport in Uganda, and they do the dog smell thing for like the bags and stuff, and then I feel like the dog didn't even do anything. They probably just did that for show, because literally that dog really was not cooperating with anything that the security person wanted it to do. But anyways, we go into the airport, we get past the first security, nothing is wrong, and then we get inside and we go to a cafe, and I was eating fries. Then my friend Radhika asks for lip balm. I pull out my bag, the small bag inside my carry-on, and I was like, okay, yeah, it's in this pocket. I open the pocket, and I see the hugest scissors in the whole wide world inside that pocket, and I am literally about to lose it, because how the heck do you get past security with these big scissors? And I'm just like, these aren't just regular scissors. If I get caught with these scissors, I could get arrested, because they would think I'm actually trying to kill somebody. So I was having a panic attack, and I went with my friend to go up and down, looking for a coach to tell, because I don't want to tell the one that was with us, because maybe he would get mad at me. So I was trying to avoid that, but then we couldn't find the coach that I was looking for, so we went to the coach that was gonna give me a lecture, but he was just laughing. So there was a second security thing, and I put my bag in between two people. It gets through the security, and they spot something in one of the bags. But before they could stop me, I went through, grabbed my bag, and I ran to where everybody else was and made sure they didn't take those scissors away from me. And I did that. I didn't care if they took the scissors away from me, but I did that mainly because there was this huge box filled, like, it was like up to like waist height, filled with like baby scissors. So they confiscated baby scissors from everybody else, but for me, they were gonna confiscate these huge scissors that would make me in even more trouble. But luckily, they saw somebody else's bag, and then inside it they found sunscreen and lotion and stuff. And the woman was just taking it, and she was like, "You seen this? This is not allowed." And she just throws it on the floor, being absolutely disrespectful, going through all these like closed bags and stuff. But anyways, we get on the plane. I'm kind of happy. I'm like, yes, we made it through security. Then I realized, wait, in Uganda, they're not very strong with like their airport security and all of that kind of stuff. But in Ethiopia, these guys, like my friend Jordan had like metal clips in her hair. They were stopping her because she had metal clips in her hair. So how the heck am I gonna get away with scissors in my bag? So then we get to Ethiopia, and we get there at like 4 a.m. and we're supposed to leave at 8, so people are sleeping and stuff. We wake up, and then it's time for us to go into the line to go through security. That entire line, I was so nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? And of course, somebody decides to pass out in the middle of the line. I really hope he's okay now, but yeah, he was just standing in the line and he passed out, and some people were being like really rude about it and decided to walk over him and continue in the line, so that was kind of ridiculous. Then we get to security, and I find a lock in my bag, and I was like, Oh, jeez Louise. That's another metal thing. I don't want to have a bunch of metal things in my bag because I already have liquids in the bag that I'm not supposed to have, and a scissors, and yeah, so I gave the lock to James and he put it in his bag, and I was like, okay, great. Let me just go through security. Hopefully they don't find it. And I was told that if I make the scissors go vertically, when they scan it, they'll only see a line. So I did that, but that didn't work. Thank you very much for giving me that advice. You get across, and then I'm about to take my bag. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get away with it. And the woman goes, wait, stop. There's scissors in that bag. And then this tall man just comes up to me, and then he goes, there's scissors in here. So I already knew, so I'm trying to play it off, and I suck at acting, but I'm in drama class. So I'm like, what? And then he goes, are there scissors in there? I'm like, I don't know. And then my friends are sitting over there. They're laughing at me. They're trying to hide their laughs, but like I can see they're like, you're screwed. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And then he goes, open your bag. So I open it, and he's like going through it, and he can't find it because he doesn't know it's inside the smaller carry-on. So he's looking through the big thing, and he's like going through everything. He opens like makeup bags or whatever inside my bag, and he's just going through it. He can't find it. And then he goes to the small carry-on, but he only goes to the big pocket, and he's feeling everywhere. He can't find it. But then he feels in the side that there's scissors, and then he goes, where's the scissors? I can feel it right here. And I go, oh, I think it's in the small pocket. I open it, and I take the scissors out, and I'm like, here you go. I think these are the ones you're looking for. Then he takes them out of, like he doesn't even take them. He pulls them out of my hand. He looks at me, and he goes like this is his facial expression. He looks at me in disgust, like, he turns around. They don't even put the scissors in like the confiscation bag. Those scissors were like the most beautiful scissors in the whole wide world. They decided to put it next to their stationery box thing because they were gonna keep it for themselves. So and then I just get to my friends, and my friends are just laughing at me, and they're like, oh my god, you're so stupid. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. When the guy was going through my bag, he nicely took out the liquids that were like 300 milliliters. He would take them out and like put them right on the table, and everyone's just looking like, what the heck, you have so many things in there that are illegal. He only takes the scissors and he puts the liquids back into the bag. So he didn't even care about the liquids, and for all I know, I could have gotten away with putting poison in that bag, but that wasn't, I wasn't gonna do that, but like, you know what I mean? They could have taken, I don't even know, I'm just so confused, you know? When we were coming back, our coaches were just making fun of me, being like, oh, we could have opened this with the scissors, blah, 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 and yeah, to this day, I still haven't gotten those scissors back. I still don't have a phone. Well, I'm using this. I only started using this today for just WhatsApp, and it is kind of a pain because I'm not used to keyboards, and it's an old phone, so it's broken-ish. And then I have to use Snapchat and Instagram on my mom's phone while she's still using the phone. So I technically still don't have phones, so that's kind of a struggle. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the story time of my series of unfortunate events. Hopefully I managed to get the story across. When I'm editing this, I'll probably figure out whether or not I want to post it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below videos that you want to see. Go ahead and subscribe to my vlog channel also, because I will vlog soon, because I do have an exciting project coming up. It's not even like for my channel, but it's just an exciting project for me, and hopefully it'll help my channel grow and my social media platforms grow. So I'm really excited about it. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video.